All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. KB Fantasy Sports, back at it with some more Major League Baseball action. So earlier this evening, the Rangers laid a total turd and got destroyed by the Seattle Mariners 13-1. So guess what? We're going to re-simulate that game to see if the same outcome happens or if the Rangers can turn it around and pull out the victory. Let's go! All right, as usual, here's our official Microsoft Excel spreadsheet scoreboard. And right next door, that's our official dice rolling app. For those of you new to the channel, to simulate baseball, the team has to roll the dice. If they roll a 1, 2, or a 3, they don't get a chance to score. If they roll a 4, 5, or a 6, they do get a chance to score. Simple as that. So, after that, if they do get a chance to score, they roll the dice. Whatever number they land on, they have to roll that same number or higher in order to score runs. Once they roll a lower number, the inning is over. So, without further ado, let's go. All right, this is Skittles, the official cat of our channel. He says, click that like button if you like our videos, and click subscribe also if you like all different types of videos that we do. Now to the game. All right, the Mariners are the visitors, so they will bat first. They roll a 4. That's a chance to score. We'll see what their starting number is. 3. They need a 3 or higher. They do. There's 1 run. And they roll a 1, so the inning is over. All right, Seattle goes up 1-0 going into the bottom of the first. All right, bottom of the first, Rangers up to bat. They roll a 6. That's a chance to score. Right, starting number is a 6, so they need a 6 or, well, a 6. But they get a 4, so they score nothing. All right, top of the second we go. Seattle still up 1-0. Mariners up to bat. They roll a 3, so they will not score. All right, going to the bottom of the second. Seattle still up 1-0. All right, Rangers up to bat. They roll a 2, so they will not score. Top of the third we go. Still 1-0 Seattle. All right, Mariners up to bat. They roll a 1, so they will not score. Bottom of the third we go. Mariners still up 1-0. Rangers up to bat. They roll a 1, so they will not score. That's right, still the same score going to the top of the fourth. All right, Mariners up to bat. They roll a 3, so they will not score. A pitcher's duel going to the bottom of the fourth. Seattle still up 1-0. All right, Rangers up to bat. Bottom of the fourth. They roll a 1, so they will not score. Top of the fifth. Still 1-0. All right, Mariners up to bat. They roll a 2, so they will not score. Bottom of the fifth we go. Nothing has changed. Rangers up to bat. Can they get on the board? No, they won't. Going to the top of the sixth. Still 1-0 Seattle. All right, Mariners back up to bat. They roll a 4. That's a chance to score. What's their starting number? It's a 5. They need 5 or a 6. And they don't. They score nothing. All right, going to the bottom of the sixth. Still 1-0 Seattle. Rangers up to bat. Will this be the inning they finally get on the board? Nope, it won't. Sure won't. They don't. Going to the top of the seventh. Yep, still the same score. Mariners up to bat. Can they add on to their lead? Well, they sure won't. Seventh inning stretch brought to you by Skittles. All right, going to the bottom of the seventh. Still 1-0 Seattle. The Rangers up to bat. Can they get anything? There's a 4. That's a chance to score. What's their starting number? It's a 6. They can only score with a 6, and they don't. All right, top of the eighth we go. Guess what? Still 1-0 Seattle. All right, top of the eighth we go. Seattle up to bat. They roll a 6. That's a chance to score. What's their starting number? It's a 5. They can only score with a 5 or a 6, and they don't. Bottom of the 8th we go. Yep, still 1-0 Mariners. Bottom of the 8th, Rangers up to bat. They roll a 5. That's a chance to score. What's their starting number? It's a 1, so they are guaranteed at least 1. There's another 1, so that's the first run. Another 1. That's 2 runs. There's a 6. That's 3 runs. Another 6. 4 runs. And the inning's finally over. Unbelievable what we have just witnessed. The Rangers break through with 4 runs at the bottom of the 8th, and they lead 4-1 going to the top of the 9th. Can they hold off the Mariners and pull off the victory? Let's find out. All right, top of the 9th, Mariners down to their last inning. They roll a 6. That's a chance to score. Let's see what their starting number is going to be. It's a 3, so they must get 3 or higher, and they need at least 3 runs to keep this game going. There's 1 run. There's 2 runs. And that's it. They only get 2. Unbelievable. The Rangers go up 4-1, and then they almost blow it at the top of the 9th, holding off Seattle to win 4-3. Unbelievable. What an incredible game this re-simulation of the Rangers and Mariners was. Both offenses were held in check pretty much until the 8th and the 9th innings, and Texas holds off Seattle 4-3. Unbelievable. All right, I want to thank everyone for watching for KB Fantasy Sports. Like, subscribe, throw me some comments, and we will definitely see you again in the next video.